Another thing is that all the things in life the money can buy can never fulfill the spiritual need. That's why I have so many successful clients who are miserable because they've ignored their soul, ignored the spiritual need. Oh, I'm too busy to think about spiritual things. That's why you're miserable. I tell them that. That's why you're not paid for it. I said, not too late. It's not too late to start thinking about spiritual things. Now, hear the Bible, go home and read the Bible, or read some Buddha's book. But another thing is that some of my clients are oversensitive. They suffer so much because a number of people criticize them or disagree with them, and they suffer. So the only advice I help them is that they get used to suffering because if you're sensitive, get used to that. You get used to willing to endure the suffering, and then you suffer less. So there's something about temperament that oversensitive. Again, but another point about suffering is that during the lockdown, and people had lots of time in their hand, and they can't go anywhere, they're lonely. So what they do? They overthink. They become indulged in rumination. Now here's something that the extended psychology seeks to do is that I have difficulty explaining to my psychology friend that the real truth about life is paradoxical. They say, prove to me, show me some experiment that life is paradoxical. Okay, I say, I'll show you. You give me the money, I'll show you. You give me the money, I'll do experiment to show you. Okay? Everything about life is paradoxical. You can't get healthy, get teeth healthy, without endure the pain, the dentist chair. You want the proof? That's the proof. When you have cancer, can't get healthy, we're going through chemotherapy and surgery, that's the proof. In psychology, it's the same thing. You have to go through suffering in order to achieve healing and flourishing. There's no difference. You can have painless therapy. I always tell all my clients, I say, what? You got to trust the process, but, a big but. That process means that you have to feel worse in order to feel better. You got that? You go through worse by facing your shadow, by confronting your inner demon. You feel worse. By working through it, you stick with the process, then you see the daylight. Then you become better. The second point is that my past psychology friends don't want to talk about weakness. They want to talk about strength. No weakness, no weakness, only strength, only strength. I said, no, you know what? Your strength is your weakness. Your strength is your weakness. You don't believe me? Look at what you happened to you. I'm the biggest, I'm the best. You're miserable. You brag about your strength, make you arrogant, make you disgusting. So your strength becomes your weakness. On the other hand, our vulnerability becomes our strength. On the other hand, extended psychology say, no weakness, no strength, no pain, no gain, no sorrow, no happiness, no vulnerability, no resilience. If you want to be strong and resilient, be aware of your vulnerability, your inherent limitation as a human being. That makes you humble. That makes you seeking God's help, seeking God's strength. It makes you a better person. Because you know that you know better. We're all in the same boat. We're all vulnerable. We're all broken, vulnerable people. So that makes you a lot better people, happier person.